Pants after 9 right now. It's movie talk. James Luxford was with us on Wednesday, wasn't he, to go through the BAFTA film nominations. Stratford upon Avon film critic, back with us with some tips for viewing over the weekend this morning. Hi, James.
Good morning.
And I gather that it was actually a year ago today that we last shared a studio together.
Yes, I checked my, as you know, I keep the clips from a lot of what we do, and I said, I wonder when it would have been, and it was obviously around March. And yes, the 12th of March,
Wow.
2020, and I listened back, and we were we were obviously concerned, but we obviously couldn't have known what was about to come. And so they were just talking about this new coronavirus potential threat, and how naive we all were, and
well, you'd have sat you and me down and said, you two aren't going to share a microphone again for another 12 months. You'd never have believed it, would you? But, you know.
Absolutely, yes.
Missed you, mate. Really have. So thank you for being there with us over the last 12 months, albeit from your home and the safety of your home, and still with us every week, giving us something to think about when we make our movie choices. And this week we're gonna start with something that's on Netflix.
Yes, we start with Yes Day on Netflix from today, a family comedy about parents who let their children make the rules for 24 hours by saying yes to everything they say.
We used to say yes to everything.
We can be fun again.
Really?
Let's do this! Arriba!
It's Yes Day! Who's ready for Yes Day?
Ellie wants to do your hair and makeup.
I have a vision.
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay, that's just got carnage written all over it, hasn't it?
Yes, I think it's something that is going to be relatable to every family, really. I suppose a dream scenario for the kids and a nightmare one for the parents. It's a fun, inoffensive comedy that's kind of a family spin on Jim Carrey's film Yes Man. Jennifer Garner, who you just heard there, stars as the mother of the family and is game for a laugh. I think it's going to be light fun for families at the weekend if you're looking for something to do.
And hopefully a motto at the end of it, which is that, you know, children need boundaries. And, you know, parents can't say yes to everything, otherwise you create yourself all kinds of trouble. Move on to something on Sky Cinema for us.
Yes, it is SAS Red Notice. Outlander star Sam Heughan plays an SAS operative who springs into action when terrorists hijack a train in the Channel Tunnel.
Major breaking news, the Eurostream train has been hijacked.
My father taught me all about these. This one carries gas to homes across the UK.
If you don't pay us, I will destroy this tunnel and everyone in it.
This isn't about money. It's revenge.
We're more alike than you know. Let me help you embrace who you really are.
Wow, okay. Sounds very menacing.
Yeah, it's a big sort of macho action film. Think Die Hard on the Eurostar, or the Eurostream as they call it there, for copyright reasons. Yes, and it's not exactly complicated, but if you're a fan of sort of the Andy McNab stories and thrillers, this will be for you. He's involved in this one, and Sam Heughan is obviously from Outlander and tipped to be the next James Bond. So consider this his audition.
Good stuff. Now, I am fortunate enough to have Apple TV as my choice of viewing at home. It's my one particular little outlandish splash when it comes to extra TV watching, and there's something coming to Apple TV this weekend.
Yes, it's the drama Cherry on Apple TV now, and it's Spider-Man star Tom Holland. He plays an ex-soldier with PTSD who turns to crime to feed his addictions.
I don't imagine that anyone goes in for a robbery if they're not in some kind of desperation.
I've been at this a while now, and it's no secret what my face looks like.
Get on the ground! The one thing about robbing banks is you're mostly robbing women, so the last thing you want to be is rude. Ma'am, it's nothing personal.
Okay. Sounds like there's a bit of humour in there as well.
Yeah, there's a little bit of dark comedy in there. It can be a hard going film, obviously, because of the subject matter. It's very long. It's about 2.5 hours, but a great performance from Tom Holland, who shows himself to be a versatile actor outside of Marvel. He's normally playing sort of the very squeaky clean Peter Parker and very likable, very affable characters. Here he plays someone with obviously battling mental health trauma and going through a lot darker storylines than we're used to seeing him. And I think for someone who, as you heard there, is going into a life of crime, you're still involved in what he does, still care about what he does, and I think that's sort of a tribute to how good he is in this role.
Good stuff. Out on Apple TV at the weekend. Cherry with Tom Holland, and hoping, James, that it won't be that much longer until you can come in and we'll see you again in person in the studio. Thanks very much.
Fingers crossed. Thank you.
James Luxford, our film critic from Stratford-upon-Avon, with us this morning on BBC CWR with your tips and choices for weekend viewing.